back, finding that postural muscle alignment that the balls allow us to do. So that's quite fun. Yeah, so put up the balls. Pop them in front of you, and then once we're in position, you don't have to kind of wander off to get them. We'll open out our toes and our heels, stretch the toes out lovely and wide, and then press down and activate. Tails down, lengthening tall through the crown. Feel the centre drawing in and breathe. And then again, deeper connection. Legs, glutes lifting tall and around the shoulders. And we'll warm up our shoulders nicely before we pick up the weights. And down, one more circle. And down, and then quick fire shoulders. Shrug up and drop fingertips on the shoulders, and we're taking our elbows in big circles around. Bigger. Crunch, 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 crunch. Around and down. Both arms up. Scrunch, keep the fingers tall. One hand as tall as possible. Push from the floor to the left. Other side as tall as possible and reach. And then a little bit of a wriggle side to side before we come down to the back. Well done. We're going to come on down. Let's grab those weights. We'll have them underneath our palms. And we're going to come forward onto the toes. Push the weights forward and lower. Forward and two more. And push. Still rising on the toes, but this time we press back. So you're going to adjust, draw in your centre, you're going to counterbalance that shift backwards. Push. This time we're going to press back and stay here as we take the weights forward. Push back. And then lower. So repeating that. We press back. Take the weights forward. Then back and lower. Twice more. Push back. Reach. Back and lower. And the last one. Forward. Back and lower. One up by the chin. And lifting the opposite leg. Reach. Push. For the final 5, we're going to go right onto those toes, so adding in that little extra calf raise. Push. 2 and 1. Other side. 5 with the flat foot. So when we think about a little cheerleader, yeah. 4. Push it up. 5. Onto the toes if you want. That little extra pop. Left. 3, 2. 1. Good job. Right, we're going to have your feet together and we're going to tuck on down. We're going to keep the balls in. Right, back with the hips. Open wide through the shoulders, and we'll start with our singles. Open, bicep curl, close. 1 foot tap and in. Now we're going to work that same leg, same side. Tap, in. Open, close, tap, in. Once more. Open, close, tap, and pause. Opening at that same leg with the weights. And in. Open. In. Down 4 more. Stay low. After this one, we go 8 counts faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. We're staying low. Singles again. Arms in. Opposite leg. In. Arms. Leg. Any combo will work. Moving. Open. And let's pause. We open together. Out. Rotate. Out. Rotate. Down. 4 more at this pace. Got it. 1 more. Let's go faster to finish. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Stay low. 2 and 1 and wriggle. Stretch it out. Well done. So we're going to have the weights in front of us. Reactivate those legs, pressing down into the mat. Elbows by our side. We're going to shift the elbows out to shoulder height. Push both arms forward. We're going to pull one back. push it out again, pull the other one back, out, and then elbows come back in, and we repeat that little pattern. So our elbows are out, reach forward, pull one, pull the other, and in, lift, push, pull one, in, lift, reach, pull, in, lift, reach, pull, in. One more, up, reach, pull, and in. Well done. So I'll turn sideways. You've got space to stay exactly where you are. I'm going to sit back with my hips sitting on my little stool, and the arms will just drop in front of me. So we're going to pull those elbows in. Just pause because you want to feel that between the mid-back, and release. Drawing in between the shoulder blades. Shoulders stay low, and in, pull, and in, pull. The next 5, we're going to pop on the toes. In, release. In, release. 3, 4, and 5. Come out for air, give yourself a little wriggle. This time, so at 5, we're popping on the toes, and at each draw, we're going to do 5 pulses. All right, so we're ready? Sitting back down, the balls drop nicely just in front of our knees. So we're popping on the toes, stay here, 5 pulses, 2, 3, 4, 5, release. Pull in, hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Pull in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. 2 to go. Pull, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. One more, pull, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift it up and give yourself a little wriggle around. Well done indeed. Right, we're going to come down onto the floor. We'll continue some more work with the weights when we come up. We're going to place the weights either side of us until we set ourselves up on the floor. Long through the back of the neck, tuck your shoulder blades underneath. We'll open across the chest. Lift and stretch the hips further from your shoulders so we elongate the spine. Center is engaged. Now I'm going to find the weights. I'm going to put them onto the mat beside me, fingertips on top, and we're going to be pressing towards our heels. Exhale and push the weights toward the heels. Rib cage slides in, drawing ourselves up, and then take your time, block by block. One more intro run. Exhale, curling forward, lift, lift, press, press, and slowly down, block by block. This time we're coming up, exhale, push, lifting one leg and the other, lower, lower, and release. Exhale, curl, lift one and the other, lower, lower. 2 more of this. If you need a hand behind your head, you can absolutely take one back. Lower, lower, and release. Last of these. Exhale, curl, lift, lift, lower, lower, and release. So we're going to curl those legs in, give yourself a little wobble side to side, and cross your ankles. This time, similar idea, we're going to press forward onto the balls with exhale, curl, press. And then we watch these legs, we're lowering those feet down towards the mat. We lift them back up and release the head. 3 more of those. Exhale, curl, lower the legs, and lift, and release. 2 to go. Exhale, curl, lower, lift, and in. One more time, curl, lower, lift, and down. Well done. This time we're going to extend our legs long. Final 4 here. So as we go forward, we keep the ankle crossed, we reach away, and then in and down. The lower the angle, the harder you have to work. So just finding one where we can keep that happy neutral spine, but we can feel a challenge. Exhale, curl, reach, in. We have last one here. And whew, reach, in, and down. So we're just going to uncross the feet, but they're going to stay curled in. We still have our hands on the balls for our reverse tuck. It's good to have a bit of height from the ball, a little bit like the roller, and we reverse tuck up. So we push down on the ball, reverse lift. Try to keep the shoulders soft and low to the floor. And we're working hard to slow down the return. Lift, slow down. Well done. Extra fun can be had from here, that we're curled up in a ball here. We stay curled, we reach and we bring ourselves up to sitting. Then we take our turn, down we go, and we continue back. Keep yourself rounded, the hips will lift and the head will lift. So we're staying in a ball shape. Push down on the balls to give you the lift. Reach forward on the balls to rise you to sitting, round. Push and lift. Down and reach. Got 2 to go. Round and lift. Forward and reach. 1 more. Lift. Forward and reach, and then down, down, down we go. Whee! Feet to the floor, weights to ceiling. We've changed the muscles we're working. Doubles, tricep dips. We're going to take the ball towards the side of the forehead and then press up towards the ceiling. Elbows stay put. We want to straighten those arms nicely at the top to dig deeper into triceps activation. So it's lower with control. Push and lift. Lower, lift. So just trying to keep that movement equal. We're getting left and right to coordinate. One last double here. And then pick a side. We're going to go singles. So I'm going to lower one, lifting the opposite leg to table. And take that back to our starting position. Other side. Lower and lift. So the work here is that we're staying nice and level in our centre. So we're still trying to hold that contact with the mat. Equal weight across the shoulders. Holding that centre line down the spine. Equal weight under the hips. To go. And we'll take those arms into chest press. Elbows to the side, push to the ceiling. Elbows wide, push to ceiling. 2 more. Open, close, open, and hold at the top. We're bringing that into our bridging. As the arms open, up come the hips, squeeze those glutes, and then tap the floor. Return, lift, and tap. Lift, and tap. Reach, tap. Lift, 4 to go. Lift, tap. Lift. And last one. Lift and tap. Hold on. We're going to pop those weights down beside us. So we have them on top of our palms. We're going to curl both legs up to sit in tabletop and scoop one arm up. Now we're going to have a nice softness to that elbow. That side is working together. The ball that's lifted and its same leg is going to lower towards the tap of the floor and then lift up. Same side, tap and lift. So there's an uneven pull across the body from when we work in our opposites. We have that natural sling working for us, that group of muscles that are used to working together. So we're just going to hold the line through the rest of the body. Try to keep yourself square across hips and shoulders. Happy with neutral spine. 2, 1. We'll lower that arm, taking the other arm up. So we're switching, side switching legs down. Lower, lift. Lower, that's the one. Same arm, same leg. lower, lift. Softness to the elbow again. Just takes any strain out of that elbow joint, so we're working through the muscles that connect between. 4 to go. And the weights stay down. We're going to push them down underneath our feet, wriggle them down. Still holding our train track lines, we're still hip width apart. There are choices here. We might not need the balls at all, depending on what level you want to play with. We're going to take one leg up to tabletop. I'm just going to rest my hands on headlights because we're going to play with a little pattern. Tap, tap, lift, lift, side, side. If you want to work deeper, the other leg sits and holds at tabletop. Otherwise, its resting position is down on the ball. So the working leg, tap, tap, reaching long through the heel. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. And bring it in. Twice open. Keeping level across these hips, just playing with that range, open, and we'll repeat again, slow, tap, tap, reaching long, lift, lower, lift, lower, and return, open, close, open. Once more slow. Remember, if you want to lift the other leg to work a little deeper, you have that option. Lift, lower, lift, lower, and in. Open, close, open, close. Pause, breathe in. We're going 3 fast rounds to that same side. Go, tap, tap, long, up, down, in, open, close, open. Again, tap, tap, long, up, down, in, open, close, open. One more, tap, tap, long, up, down, in, open, close, open. Hurrah. Other side. Drop that foot down, take breath, because we've got to slow our pace back down. Scoop up the other leg. Ready, go. We tap and tap. Push long through that heel. Lift and lower, feeling that work in the center to hold. In we come to open and close, keeping level. Repeat. Tap and tap. Reaching long. Lift, lower, lift, and lower, and in. We open, close, open, close. One more round at this pace, and reach, lift, lower, and return. Open, close, open, pause, breathe. 3 rounds fast. Go, tap, tap, long, down, up, down, in. Open, close, open, again. Tap, tap, long, up, down, in, open, close, open. One more, tap, tap, long, up, down, in, open, close, open. Double hurrah. Well done. Bring those balls in. We're just going to take them off the mat for a second. Give yourself a lovely long stretch out. Roll the legs in and out. We're reaching, because we're going to curl up to grab one leg. Curling forward, grab one leg to sit to the top. Now you can use that leg firmly to come up, or just lightly. At the top, we're going to have a go at lengthening, hamstring stretch. Release and take your time. Rolling back down, going back into a full length stretch. Other leg. Curling forward, grab it firmly or lightly, whatever you need. And we have a go at stretching. Oh, hamstrings, release. And we're down. And reaching away. Now we're keeping a nice, slowish pace to this one because fast is easier. But also we don't use the muscles that we want to when we go fast. That tends to use the big guns. We want to connect. Work a little deeper. Take your time. And away. One more each side. Curl and lift. Reach. In. Release. And curl. Up. Lift. Stretch. In. And away. Stay long. We're just going to curl our fingers together. Take them behind our head so our head has support. Legs stay long. We're starting with our oblique prep-like exercise. We're going to take one elbow, we're going up and over. Now we're heading towards our headlight. I don't expect you to actually make contact with it, but we're heading towards the headlight and take yourself back down. Other side, up and over. Now we're still working on keeping our headlights level. The key thing here is there's just a different muscle length happening in the lower half of the body by having the legs long instead of bent. Our body has to think. It feels different. We're up and over. And back down. Last one here, up and over. And then we're down at the head and bring the legs in more like normal. We're going for a little bit of an alternate pattern. We're going to do our first set of crisscross, coming up and over towards the opposite knee, far more achievable. 8 counts switching. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the head. Well done. Breathe it in. The set we're going to alternate with is our long leg stretch with the other leg. So it's still crisscross. We come up and over to set position with the other leg reaching long. And we switch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And in. Release the head. Breathe. Relax that diaphragm. We're going back to our scissor switch legs, our shorter leg for this next set. And when your breath out, exhale. Ooh, here we go. Making contact. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the head. Breathe. It can be easier for your back doing the scissor switch legs. So if you want to keep the legs shorter, you can choose to do that for sure. Otherwise, we're back to our extended other leg. Ready? Whew. On your next exhale, up we go. Set position, extend the other leg, and it's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're in. Breathe for me. The good news, just got one round of each to go. Hurrah! Okay. Whee. And you get to completely change position after this. We are short legs, scissor switch. When you're ready, coming up, make contact and go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, breathe in, relax that diaphragm, let the ribs lift. Last round, party time. Okay, exhale, whoosh, up, reset, opposite leg extended, and we go. 8, 7, 6, long leg, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You did it. Bring your knees in, give yourself a wobble side to side, and take those knees a little wider out. We give a deeper stretch into our hips, and we can go into full happy baby pose as well. So we want to reach up inside the ankles. It does make us a little topsy-turvy. Tipsy is a very different connotation, isn't it? We're not tipsy, we're just topsy-turvy. I might feel tipsy, but I'll try not to. Whoosh. Well done. A couple of breaths, let those knees come down beside you. Big stretch into those hips.
Not a very good baby. Oh, my hamstrings hurt.
Well done.
Much gymming.
Hold the hands onto the top of those knees. We'll round ourselves up. Rolling and lift. Good job. Right, we need one ball. There should be one just in front of you to come down on our side. Lower leg stays bent, but our top leg is going to extend, and we're going to wheel the ball in. Working the back of the rotator cuff, the weight is going to do its quarter turns, but let's add with the leg lift. So we'll lift and lower. We'll keep a length through this leg. Longer, the deeper muscles are working. Left, 4 to go. 4, 3, 2, 1, and both legs along. Give yourself a little wriggle, wriggle here. We'll do our tongs legs. So as we lift, we open and we close and we squeeze. Open, close. So length through the legs again. Glutes at the back must be on to counterbalance the weight. Elbow stays just resting on top of the waist. So we're just quarter turn, getting into the back of the rotator cuff. 3, 2, 1. Feet together. Ready? And take that weight all the way up to the ceiling. Shoulder stays nice and low. I'm going to exhale and take the weight forward. Now close to the mat is easier. Further out, more challenging, but we've got about to get it back up again. So we use our exhale, draw in the ribs, pull through center, inhale back up to ceiling. Exhale, forward, forward, forward. Inhale, lift. And lift. And lift. 2 to go. Lift. The weight's going to come down on the floor in front. We're just going to rest one hand, or may wobble around, lifting, placing one hand on top. We want to have the upper body nice and stable, so the ball will stay put as you give me a little kick, 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 kick. Kicking through the legs, swim, 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 swim. Keeping the ball nice and still, drawing through our center to absorb the movement. Let's take these legs into a long scissor stretch. One leg forward, one back, coming through and switch. Now we can put some weight on that ball. That's actually going to help us. It gives you a whole other balance point. See if we can find a little more range through the legs. So we're reaching, we're extending. 3, 2, 1. And long legs again. Final thing. We can bring that ball in if you like. We can take it up, we can leave the ball behind to drop back and scoop, lower and side. Drop, quarter hip, scoop, lower, side. Drop, scoop, lower, drop, scoop, lower, drop, scoop. 3 to go. Scoop. Last one. And scoop. And down, down, down. Well done. Curl it in. A little short side series because we've got other things to do on all fours. Give your hips a little bit of a rip. Hand to ceiling, breathing up to those fingers. We'll take it back. Exhale into your arm opening. Now just allow a little bit more time to let things stretch out because we've had the weight in our hand. And release right down into the wrist. So you can move around, explore that range at the back a little more than normal, and just keep turning that wrist up and down, releasing into the fingers. Let's take all that tension out. So on our wrists for our first exercise. Nice just to have those wrists prepped and ready. and over, same ball. Just make sure we can reach it once we're on our side. Lower leg stays bent, top leg reaching long, lifting with the ball for our quarter turn. So the shoulder stays low and the elbow just floats above the waist. Quarter turn. Left. 2, 1. Well done. Going into torpedo legs. Wriggle, wriggle, wriggle. Reach it out. Tom's legs now with our lift. So we'll lift, open those legs, close and squeeze. Open, close. Open, close. Open. If you feel any tension in the arm, I think you can totally ditch the weight. You don't have to stay and hold with it there. The movement will still work, adding some strength into the back of that rotator cuff. Well done. We're going to lift that ball out to the ceiling now. So we're going to keep the length in the leg, shoulders set low. Exhale, draw in the rib cage, use center, find glutes, everything to midline, and we lift. We're holding our balance on our side. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lift back to ceiling. Exhale, forward and lift. Lift. Awesome. Lift. Last 2. Lift and lift. Well done indeed. We're going to place that ball down in front, rest the hand on top, hold it still while we kick. Keep that shoulder low, push onto that ball, give ourselves a little extra balance here. We'll take it into our long leg scissors and we're through. We switch and reach and stretch. Reach, stretch, reach, 2, 1, legs back together, up comes the weight if you want to. We are quarter turn, scoop, last set on our side, down, and again, drop, scoop, down, again, ball completely optional again. Down, back, scoop, last 4, back, scoop. Get arm openings here, you get a chance to rest. Let's go, final 2, scoop, once more, back, scoop, yay. Drop that weight, curl on in. Well done. Before we even begin the arm opening, see if you can bring that front shoulder through even more. We've already got breastbone towards ceiling. We'll take that breath in and let's exhale. Open, open, open. Let's play again with range. Oh, you look so peaceful. Up on all fours, we're just going to add a layer upon layer upon layer to this exercise. So just roll along as you feel fit to do so. So make a nice sturdy all fours table. Then we're going to take that ball elbow by the side. We're starting with those tricep extensions, reaching back and lower. 5 of each thing. So press, push, 3, 2, 1. With the opposite leg, pressing back and in. Push, in. Reach, 2, 1. This time we push back and we stay there with the leg. The arm taps forward and back and then lower together. So just an arm extension. We come back, arm reach and back and lower. Again, push, arm, reach, 2 to go. Push, arm, reach, lower and push, arm, reach and lower. Keep the ball in that hand. The working leg, so it's opposite leg, we're going to reach back and tuck the toes under. We're going to take the ball up towards the ceiling, so we're twisting with that opposite leg extended. Nice. Then we're going to take the ball through, thread of the needle, push on the ball, give a little rotation under that shoulder. And then we grab the ball and we rise back up on the side. Reach and through. Coming through, tucking under, thread the needle. 3 to go. Up and reach, through, and under, up and reach. Keeping that back leg lovely and long. It's giving us that extra balance. This is our last one. Reach, in and under to finish. Curl, and again, change sides. Layer upon layer. So, ball by the side, 5 pushbacks, triceps. 2, 3, 4, 5. With the opposite leg, we reach and in. Push. In. 3, 2, this time, I'm going to hold back, press back, hold, take the ball forward, and back, and lower. Again, push, reach, back, lower, push, reach, back, last 2, push, reach, back, push, reach, back, ball down. We can keep that leg nice and long. We use that foot for balance and we turn and we twist and reach the ball towards the ceiling. And then through. Coming under, thread the needle towards the front. Well done. Up and reach. Down and through. Up and reach. Down. Through. Oh, last 2.
Can't do it.
No. And you can feel that on the wrist as well. You're doing well. Last one. Up and reach. Down and good job indeed. Come down on our wrists.
You got window open?
Yes, it has got warm. It wasn't so warm.
That's good.
We are down on our elbows. No balls needed for this one. Well done. So on our good strong elbow triangle, we're going to bend one foot off. We're talking sometimes like lift our tail, and that gives us a pointy knee. We're going to lift that knee off, and we're going to go all the way over the other calf, sit back slightly and see if we can tap the mat. And then we're going to uncross the midline and come back to its own train track line. So that same knee, up and over, tap, back, into line, tap. Keep strong through our elbows. Up, over, tap. Back in line, tap. 2 more. Up, over, tap. And line. Asana, over, tap. Back and down. Switching sides. Look at the pointy knee. We're up, over, tap. And reset. Over. On different side. So you're getting quite a stretch into around that piriformis area, and that's where sciatica can start or originate from. So it is, if you just sat right back into that position, you're always getting that nice little piriformis stretch. It's a tricky one to stretch, which is why you have to tangle yourself in a knot almost to get there. Last one, and tap, and in. So a true piriformis stretch that you may get taught is to that, just extend that leg and you kind of sit right on top and squash the under leg, and you can kind of roll and wriggle around and play in. So that might be a nice one to do on each side.
Did you say sciatica?
Sciatica can originate from the sciatic nerve coming through the piriformis. So there's a chunk of us that actually goes through the muscle belly that can get really irritated. So you get a bit of scar tissue. The piriformis can work really hard if we're quite weak in our glutes. It's a deep stabilizer, and while we're getting that balance of strength right, it's doing more than it should. So sometimes it can piss off the sciatic nerve.
Yeah. Lots of people seem to have trouble.
Yeah. And our glutes are so lazy. They're one of the biggest muscle groups we've got, but they don't have to work. You can walk without using your glutes. You can do quite a lot without using them, but we should use them, and they should be stronger, and they should do a lot more. And then our backs don't take on so much load, and our deep hip muscles don't have to do quite so much either. You can be on wrists for this one, but if we can come up, we're going to do a bit of a midline crossover. So if you think of opposites again, so I'm going to take one hand forward and the opposite leg back. I'm just going to take them out to the corner of the mat. Now we're going to cross the midline. We're going to lift the arm and leg and cross the midline and reach to the opposite corners of our mat. And then take it back. So the game here is you kind of do have to concentrate a little bit. One of those great little ones. It looks so easy until you lose your concentration. So just keeping yourself level in the middle. It's a great challenge for our brains. Anything that crosses midline, there's a lot of rewiring happening. Tap and out. 2 more. Tap, out, tap, out. And then we come. And there's an interesting one. Some people, this is walk in the park, and other people find it quite a big challenge. Over, out. Crossing midline. Out. Over. Out. 3, 2, 1, and relax those wrists. One more up on the wrists if we can, and again it's crossing midline. It got us all confused last time we did it, but we'll have a go today. What an intro for an exercise. The best description, which actually came from someone else, not me, was to think about it as doing the grapevine. We come forward, the hands stay in place, but it's the legs that need a little movement. We're going to step back, and we step back, so we're in our position. Now one leg tucks underneath off the mat, and we step out, and then the leg just comes back on and in line. So think of it as grapevine. Under, over, under. Under, over, under. Once more. Over, under. And the knees can come down. Give yourself a little breath and reset position. Alright? It's quite fun. But does grapevine help?
Yes.
Yeah, because otherwise
like a dance.
I took a lot of verbal explaining to people what we were doing otherwise.
About 80s aerobics. Slam.
Well, I thought it fits with our little arm curls at the start. I feel like I was a teacher in the wrong generation. I would love aerobics. And push. I already own the modern version of the outfits. Back we go. Under, over, back, under, over, back, and reset down whenever you want. Well done indeed. Oh. We're going to come up into standing. We need both weights. Let's scoop them up And just see the privilege in coming up without using your hands. How lucky are we? One foot in front, hands out to the side. We're going to lift the foot as we come out wide, and then take the foot forward. Same side. Open, close. Open, close. 2. Now we're going to use the same leg, but this time the leg's going to lift up. It's doing more of an arch with the knee. Lift.
Really touching specific
Slightly out. Tap the head, roll the tummy. And changing sides, other foot forward. Stay tall, keep these hips lifted. And out. Lift. Out. With the bigger knee. Whee! And I'll take any combo if you're moving. It's okay. 2. And 1. And in and roll the shoulders. Oh, well done. Last little bit of burst of energy. We take the weights forward and we push back, open wide across the shoulders. Reach forward, push back. We can go on toes if we like. Move forward, up, counterbalance. Find your centers. Down. Push back, hold. Down. Push back, hold. Push. 2. 1. And weights down. Well done. Hands in front. We're going to pull back one elbow and reach forward. Pull back. And of course, toes are way more fun. Up on the toes and pull back. And forward. Pull. Keep it going. One more each side. Pull. And forward. Pull. And forward. And down. Arms up, again making yourself taller, lengthen through that side. We're going to grip, we're going to give ourselves a nice particular stretch through our arms. Arms have done some nice work with the weights today. And then we're going to take those arms down the back, let things relax down, taking the height up through the crown again. The rib cage softens in, but everything stacks in nicely. That prompt, that lifting up through the crown alone, does tend to get our head back on our shoulders. Our ears are supposed to sit above our shoulders to take the weight of holding 5 kilo. And the minute that we soften slightly, which isn't particularly looking like bad posture, that shift forward makes these really tight and the deep neck flex is really weak. So the further you go forward on devices, then it's the harder work required. So we'll do our 10 chin tucks. The key thing, nose and chin stay on the same level, so we just draw in and then soften, because we don't want to push back to where we were. We don't want to go there again, so we pull in and soften. And if you find one side's particularly tight at the back up here, or it's quite a stretch for you, then you're definitely in need of doing them. But after 10, it takes 10 seconds, not a big chunk of life, but you should feel like your head is back on top of your shoulders where it should be. Well done, alright, stretching at the back, strengthening at the front. Again, that's your homework. Well done indeed. We'll roll our shoulders, take them, slide down, and around, and slide, and one more, roll, and